Hello, my name is Susan Lundy, L-U-N-D-Y. And I want to say thank you, first of all. Well, let me back up a sec. The rules and regs, who are those established for? For the deaf, for the hard of hearing, for the deaf blind. I mean, really, it's based on them. It's not based on what hearing people need. It's based on what those communities need. Cheryl Embry was involved, the Rules and Regs Committee. That group of people know what's best for our community. It's not based on what's best for the hearing community, it's based on what's best for us. Many, many, many years of struggles and experiences that have been baked into these rules and regs, and changed and enhanced. And it still isn't passed. Here we are again. And so now I notice a few things that in the final draft, last year's a little bit different. And first of all, I want to thank you two. I want to thank you two for coming, for helping with the rules and regs. I know you've been involved. I know you two haven't been involved, but I guess thanks for being here and watching. I noticed it last year, I said it then, I'm going to say it again this year. These categories for interpreters, must have qualifications certified for medical or with an endorsement for legal. Yes, I stand by that. I think it's great. I've seen many of my clients frustrated with lousy interpreters who can't sign, don't have the medical experience, not qualified to make my clients understand that. Sometimes I have to interpret like a CDI, a certified deaf interpreter, to make sure they understand, but I still stand by those requirements. And also I've noticed a little bit of a change with these rules and regs, asking the interpreter, I think, about requesting an interpreter. Before, I think it was supposed to be 3 days, it mentioned, and now it's very ambiguous. I mean, does that mean that if my understanding was if I asked for an interpreter, 3 days ahead of time, or if I wait until by the second or third day, the interpreter's not there or they left or whatever, then I can file a complaint. But I noticed that, I should be able to file a complaint with that agency who didn't give the interpreter ahead of time. As it stands right now, it's very vague. So does that mean if I ask you to interpret at the last minute, that you don't have to give me an interpreter? Because you can say, well, I can't because you're asking me at the last minute. Does that mean I can file a complaint against the agency? Can anyone file complaints against agencies or for last minute requests? Except in an emergency situation, police, medical, ambulance, something like that? I mean, it's important you need to interpret at the last minute, but who says if I don't ask with at least 3 days advance notice that it doesn't matter? So if I ask at the last minute, you don't give me an interpreter, is that what, sorry, well fine, I'll be filing complaints away. And I do admit that sometimes I ask for interpreters at the last minute. There's been a few times when I didn't get interpreters, and I know that's my fault because I didn't ask ahead of time. So therefore, it should be in there, that 3-day provision, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. So I'm afraid if it's vague, it's going to cause some major misunderstandings and there's going to be all kinds of filing of complaints. I think it needs to be put back, a 3-day time limit, the 3-day notice that you need to interpret, that needs to be back in there. And again, thank you.